staring at him, and he was gazing right at me with his big, extraordinary eyes. Suddenly, he drew close to me, looked right into my eyes and said, "Revaz, burn what you have here in your pocket." Then hit me on the chest in a showy way, raised his hands to heaven, and made the sign of the cross over me in a split second. It all happened so quickly that the visitors didn't even notice that he had made the sign of the cross over me, and many, including myself, thought that what he did was some kind of dancing movement. Soon, the elder finished his dance and walked out of the bar to applause and comments by the clients. Such a nice person. Well done, Father. Wow. I was standing dumbfounded, with tears in my eyes. But I wasn't crying because I'd understood the meaning of the elder's actions. I was crying rather because his words struck me like a surge of electricity, and I kept wondering how he could have known what was in my pocket. What I had in my pocket was a suicide note, written a few hours earlier, in which I was saying goodbye to my family. I was about to commit a terrible, irreparable act. But Elder Gabriel came, by the will of God, and made such a show, especially for me. The most amazing thing was, from that day on, I didn't want to hear about gambling anymore, and I gave up alcohol along with the disordered lifestyle I had led for years. I went around to Tbilisi to find that priest, but to my disappointment, he was nowhere to be seen. I asked many people and heard the same answer everywhere. "He is a madman who doesn't always appear," they would say. Soon, I converted to God and began to go to church. But a few years later, when my family and I traveled to Mitsketa and visited the Saint Gabriel convent, on one of the graves where people were crowding, on a large photograph, I saw the very